Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Kenny rejoined Cobra Kai during the events of Cobra Kai Season 6, Part 3. If you haven't seen the previous parts, I would recommend you go watch them before continuing this one. So in this timeline, Terry Silver was still want the Saikai Taikai to continue. So Terry Silver was still want to convince Gunther to resume the Saikai Taikai, and Terry Silver was still convinced Daniel and Johnny those events would stay the same. Master Kim Sung-young was still want his dojang to go back to the Saikai Taikai. Master Kim would want Yoon to take Kwan's place. Kreese would still want to change his ways, and he would still send Yoon away. Master Kim Sung-young would still want Sensei Kim to kill Kreese, and those events would stay the same. Sensei Kim would still kill her grandfather, and she would still take over the dojang. The Saikai Taikai would still resume in the valley. Kreese would still want to change his ways. Kreese would still arrive in the valley, and he would want to talk to Tori. He would apologize for failing her and Kwan at the tournament, and he would still want to say his goodbye. Kreese would also go see Kenny, and he would tell him the same things that he told Tori. He would tell him that this was his chance to be Cobra Kai's new captain, so those events would carry on. Kreese would also want to apologize to Johnny, and those events would stay the same. Eventually, the Saikai Taikai would resume, and Robbie would still fight Axel in the boys semifinals. So Robbie and Axel would still fight, and during the first round, Robbie would still land the first point. Everyone would be surprised, and they would begin to cheer, but this will make Axel mad, and he would begin to adapt. So Axel would still get 5 points. Sensei would get mad that Axel got hit, and he would want Axel to get more aggressive. So the fight would continue, and they would still each get 5 more points. So Sensei Wolf would still want Axel to break Robbie's leg, and those events would carry on. Axel would still break Robbie's leg in this timeline, so Robbie wouldn't be able to continue the fight, and Axel would advance to the finals. Season 6 would continue. Sam would still choose not to fight in this timeline, and Miyamoto's run in the Saikai Taikai would still end. So Tori would still advance to the finals, and Gunther would announce that Kenny would be the new Cobra Kai captain. Johnny would still be upset that Miyamoto had given up. So in this timeline, Johnny wouldn't retake Cobra Kai. The girls' finals would begin. The Miyamoto senseis would help coach Tori. Zara and Tori would fight, and Zara would still get the upper hand in the first round, and she would still be ahead by 5 points. Tori would still be distracted, and she wouldn't be focused, but this is when Robbie would still tell her that he loves her, and this would get Tori back on track, so the fight would resume. Tori would continue fighting, and she would get 3 points, and much like in the original timeline, Tori would get 2 knockdowns and a knockout, so Tori would defeat Zara. The boys' finals would begin, and much like they coached Tori, they would also coach Kenny. Kenny and Axel would fight, and using his speed, Kenny would be on offense, and he would manage to land a couple points on Axel. The first round would end. Terry Silver would tell Axel to finish the fight. The fight would continue, and Kenny would still be on offense, but Axel would get more aggressive. And in this timeline, Axel would knock out Kenny, so the Iron Dragons would win. Even though Miyamoto didn't win the Saikai Taikai, they would still get many students, and Daniel and Johnny would continue to run Miyamoto. And that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Kenny rejoined Cobra Kai during the events of Cobra Kai Season 6? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.